Do we have to restart it, or is it? Oh, we have to. All right, we good now, B-Lin. Good point. I was wondering what's going on, man. Good shot. Good catch. Good catch. What all are we on? Facebook, YouTube, X. Okay. All right, we're on oh God, I got your notification. I don't know what people aren't getting the notifications for YouTube. I get them. I just don't pay attention to it because I'm technically talking. YouTube's means you have to go. Maybe you have to go check it out during the week for other shit like the reels. Like we post like we getting active on it now. You can't say we're not as active as we used to. Between Miles and Jaden putting like 3 fucking reels up a day or some shit like that between the both of them. I think at least one each. Like y'all at least do one each. A show, yeah. But it's a couple, but yeah. Which some of them are doing. The Instagram comments are hilarious. Apparently, the kid that the kid's family found out I called him a sassy salamander. Which one? Texas? No. The Texas people. I know that people that was last year. Like it's still fucking gay. It doesn't matter when it was. Like, does it change? It was under Sark's regime. Hey, okay. You mean Ryan Williams? Yeah, Ryan Williams is like his cousin. Like he called him a sassy salamander. I said, well, if it makes you feel, I think the sassy salamander is a really good football player. Okay, Alabama. Yeah, I mean your cousin paint his fucking nails. Don't get mad at me. You know your cousin tastes his words.
You know too many people.
Like it's just spread out. Like I don't know. Like it's like one of them things that caught on. Oh. We ain't never talk about the nigga men. We gotta get a nigga men moment in. I don't know if we can do it today or maybe Wednesday, but I need nigga on my team right now. I know a good linebacker for Florida State. We having all these struggles with linebackers. I know a nigga that could change the game. Oh damn! I just realized that. I know a nigga that could change the game. His name is Noah Kaniga. I just realized that's dope. But we need a tight end too. Yeah. We need a nigga man out there at tight end, man. That's his name, is nigga man.
But I know they both sound similar. One's Noah.
Noah Kaniga is the linebacker from Indiana that's in high school. And then nigga man is a tight end for the University of Pittsburgh. Wait a minute. Yeah, something like that. It's one of them weird. Like the apes. It's the nigga man ape.
Yeah. Hold on, what? What do you mean?
The mascot's like a gorilla.
This nigga man is an ape, yo. Next you're gonna tell me this nigga man is an alpha too.
Oh, he's gonna be some nigga man.
That's what I love. That's what the first thing I thought about was, you think they care about you? You think they care if it hurts you? All you're gonna ever be to them is just another nigga guy.
Niggas is too smart.
Like South Park killed it, man. Like, they had all the people who had said the N-word and got canceled up to that point. They had their own help group. Nigga men is a Pittsburgh State gorilla. That sounds like a gang. It sounds like a gang. He wears black and yellow and he's a nigga man. I bet that nigga man can relate to me right now, what I'm about to say. Do y'all wake up I wake up in the middle of the night and I drink a lot of water. I love water. That's my first go-to. It's the elixir of life. But for whatever reason, I got back home yesterday and my water jug ain't filled. The bubbler isn't swapped out. So I got a strong 11-year-old that fucking refuses this. This is one thing I ask him to do. Now, he cleaned the living room, apparently, and his room. But I ask him, dude, go in there, because he's smaller than me. He can navigate the laundry room to bring the damn thing up there. Bring the shit in there. I don't feel like doing all that shit. But there wasn't anything there. But there is a big-ass gallon of Hawaiian Punch. Red Hawaiian Punch. My half-sister brought it, I believe, because they all from Halloween. My half sister came over with my niece Kalani and her husband, a big white dude. Quinn. I fucks with Quinn. Quinn's cool. I'm trying to. I've told y'all about my sister. About this one in the half and in the story about the dad and one of the guys who watches our show knows he knows my brother, my half brother. He's like, me and my half brother hung out when my half sister got married, and I felt embarrassed because I don't like to laugh and kiki with other men. But man, we was a laughing and a kiki and a cackling we were just like, I was like, yo, this little dude just like me. He cool as shit. I like him. We like guns. The only thing I don't like that he likes that him and my dad would share in common are fucking dogs. I have Charlie. That's my down ass bitch. But I don't really. If I don't have a dog, I'll be fine. But anyway, so my sister brings the Hawaiian punch, and it's been in the refrigerator for a few days. So you know what that means? It's good and fucking cold. I remember I have the fondest memories of Hawaiian punch as a kid. Is my palate different, or have they changed the recipe? Because all I tasted was cold and red with the essence of sweet. It's not even like good diabetes. Like, I don't mind having to piss because I drank something that was super sweet and good. But like, this wasn't even anything like that. So like, I don't know. Y'all educate me, because like do I not see, like, do kids still see the fruits and tricks? Because remember they had it was like the lemon looked like a lemon, the orange was shaped like an orange slice, all of the different things with tricks. But I remember what the thing was: silly grown up, tricks are for kids. Can I not see the shapes anymore because I'm not a kid anymore? Is it true? Do they still sell honeycomb? Did they find a honeycomb hideout? Because I haven't even seen. Okay, I haven't seen honeycombs in a minute. The only cereals I like that don't feel like they changed are the old ass grown people cereals. Like Raisin Bran is a solid cereal, man. Like, you gotta have Raisin Bran. Now, if you want to get real like fancy and shit, get Raisin Bran Crunch. And then you ain't got to put no sugar on it. Like, it already comes sweetened. Raisin Bran, I used to, like, and frosted, not Frosted Flakes. That's really diabetic. Wheaties. I just thought about something. Y'all don't tell me that Michael Jordan wasn't marketed to us. That motherfucker had us eating fucking Wheaties. That's the worst cereal ever. Had us thinking that's good. Anything with sugar is good. But normal ass Wheaties is not good. Just like cornflakes are not good. But Michael Jordan had us eating Wheaties thinking that we were going to be a fucking Olympian. Stop that shit. Drinking the nastiest Gatorade, even though yellow, I'm old now. Lemon lime Gatorade, a cold lemon lime Gatorade is cool for me. Like, I actually prefer the non-flavored Gatorades and Powerades. Yeah, we got to. But mine is going to be, actually, you know what? There's on the white, whatever, the Glacier Frost. You don't like the Glacier? I think it's the Glacier Frost. Oh, actually, the best one, legitimately. But this is how I found out that I got diabetes because of this. They have a green apple.
Yeah, the green apple.
B. Lynn, Odell better not get on me about no fucking Gatorade before I get on him about some goddamn D tackles. Give a fuck about it. Actually, and I did not do a video. It was not the Powerade. Powerade was on point Saturday. That's the best Powerade they done had all season on Saturday, dog. Anybody who saw me in the sidelines, I drank about 5 cups in a row. Like, it was my thirst couldn't get quenched because I had walked so much, and I also had drank about a green Solo cup worth of bourbon. And she was, I forgot how heavy the pours are when you do it yourself. But shout out to my uncle. Anyway, we'll talk about my weekend here in a minute. But anyways, we were talking about it was just trying to replenish me, but it didn't like get me right because I had this hole in my heart because I did have some bright ass red. I was out there looking like I was doing activities this weekend. I was doing shit. For all that dumb shit. I'm doing shit. Little Duval's my spirit animal. Like he could get like you know how because he's so little. Like you have the little angels on your like one angel and the devil on your side. He could legitimately be that for me, like one of them. But I did have some bright ass red shorts. Somebody caught me from paparazzi side when I had my cup in my hand. I don't know what I was doing. I was walking on Perry Street, but yes, Kyle, we're gonna get into that. My legs was out, my thighs was out, skies out, thighs out. Tallahassee goes from being cooler than a motherfucker in the evening and in the morning to hot as shit in the middle of the day, boy. I'm talking about sweating. But it was a great homecoming. Florida State and FAMU both had games. There is a right way to do it and a wrong way to do it. And I think this is where we need to. I know tomorrow is going to split a lot of people. Yeah, it's going and depending upon how it goes, people aren't going to hang out with each other for the rest of the year. The holidays are going to be wild because y'all get really, really, really stupid during election season. Again, what other side of the aisle you're on, don't let your president get your ass whooped. Okay, I just want to put that out there. They're not coming from you. We're going to talk about some solid people's choice of gang affiliation has left them with reason to get their asses whipped. And we'll talk about how asses was whipped by JSO. Like, if you didn't know JSO whips ass, you found out this weekend. I've known about JSO and ass whippings for quite some time. Listen, shit. But I say all that to say is that Florida State fans can learn a lot from FAMU fans on how to enjoy a football season. When I was coming up, man, Cody Thompson, we're in the playoffs. We host next Friday. Hey man, you can set your calendar to that shit. Mandarin making the playoffs, dog. Our season ain't we fucking 7-3. But FAMU, when I was growing up, there was 4 home games. Homecoming being one of them. And a lot of classics that they played, as well as away games. You don't go to FAMU game. I don't really know if I've ever sat through 4 quarters of a FAMU football game. You go to FAMU games to be seen and to eat and to hang out and to chill with people that you know you're not going to chill with after 4 games until next year. They embrace the tailgate. It's a family reunion. There's delicious foods even if you don't tailgate. Fair enough, Polo Kid, right? We'll get into that, dog. But you could go on Perry Street and just hang out, but I'll get into that. Let's just fuck it. FAMU homecoming was dope. I had a great time. I drank, I ate. My Uncle Otis could cook like a motherfucker. He's not my real uncle, but it's just when you hang around old black people enough, it's no better. I can't say he's my friend. Otis is my mother's age. So the easiest way to say it is like my fucking uncle. And then you go see the band play, and then like free. So third quarter, you used to be able to get into FAMU's games for free because everybody left because they came to see the band in the halftime show, and then they bounced to go get ready for all the other things. Because you sin all week. I mean, it's epic sinning, and then they have a great ass church service. But now they've changed it. You got church, right? But then you get back to sinning. Because they leave church to go to the day party. Like yesterday was a full day of events. Like you felt like you missed something if you left. They had a day party, and then they have this thing called social lounge, where all the old people in Tallahassee go hang out on Sunday till 1:00 in the fucking morning. Cody, I think we will play Pensacola Pacers. They keep winning. We'll have to go there. But yeah. So Yes, we know, Adrian. You were fucking outside all weekend. You, Lanedra. I just like to say my whole good name. It sounds so ghetto. She's so nice, but Lanedra. But there's a whole bunch of people. A whole bunch of old ass vintage vehicles was outside. We call them Acura. There was some Acura legends. Like if you was in Tallahassee, like in the mid-90s, you had an Acura legend. You was the baddest bitch of them all. They had Acura legends. There was some Rolls Royces, some Rolls Royces with a dent in it, but like it's still a Rolls Royce. It was some baddies out there. It was some baddies with some awnings. But then them young girls, man, like, oh man, listen, I love the whore age, the little whore age. Nothing I can do with them. You're 22, baby. Ain't nothing over here but heartbreak and heartburn. And I'm taking your whole little net check. But they got like their whole ass out, man. I don't even like know what the purpose of the jeans are. Like if it's not gonna cover any of it and it's just out there. Cody, inbox me then. That's on me, dog. My bad. Hit me up. You gotta say it's been a wild season, dog. I apologize if I haven't hit you, man. Yeah, it's the whole age, Andre. That's the whole asses was out. Like I'm like, damn, baby, like you're not even leaving anything to the imagination. Just leave a little. It's just supposed to be like a little curve, a little bloop right there at the bottom, and that makes that drive them crazy. This is Unc James talking to you, like trying to help you, but like they might as well just wear G-strings and walk down and just walk down Perry Street. DM me IG, Cody, but. Let's get into the bullshit though, because I left FAMU. I had my guy Luke, my dreams come true kid. He had a great time. The blacks y'all treated him good, but I left to go to see Florida State, and I wasn't happy. Are y'all aware that we won the coin? We at least won the coin flip. But you wouldn't have known. I got into the stadium with 13 minutes left. With 13 minutes in the first quarter. With 13 minutes left in the first quarter. And North Carolina was driving, right? So I just assumed North Carolina won the kick. Like, or we deferred or something happened. I didn't realize we won the coin toss and said we want the ball first. I said, dude, like, this is what the fuck is going on? Like, but one of the worst, so Saints, breaking news, Saints just fired their coach. Good for them. Fuck the Saints. Well, I mean, technically, I ate myself out of New Orleans, but still painful to this day. North Carolina beat us in a manner in which is the worst way to lose, in my opinion. We got ran through, ran around. We got rode hard and hung up wet to dry. And what happened was in the first part, like they were trying to press the issue with throwing the ball. And I was like, cool, no doubt. And then they just said, you know what? Fuck it. Our running back was supposed to leave for like $500,000. We got it. He's pretty fucking good. Why not bless him and make him an NFL player? We're going to be, if you're going to watch this draft tape, and I'm going to go to Indianapolis and I'm going to interview him, and I'm going to ask him, hey, fuck we did to you. Why you had to do that to us like that? All jokes aside, he's going to be good. But there's really no breakdown. There's really nothing we can say. North Carolina came in there. Mac Brown basically did to like now he's 1-11 versus Florida State.
Oh.
He's not this is not the best North Carolina team of all time. I can't think of the cornerback name. The best, like, now granted, they played us with that best cornerback of all time that they had in North Carolina. Went up against one of the greatest wide receivers that have ever worn a uniform in Peter Ward. So for Florida State,
Yeah, it was just a bad
it's Quindarius Jones.
16.
Yeah, free the youngins.
It was bad. He didn't want no parts of it.
He has all the tools.
He's so tall.
He has all the fucking tools to be great. God did all the work. He just don't have the sense that God promised a green apple. Like one of the things you learn as you get older, all of this shit that your coaches used to say or the old heads used to say to you that made no sense to you, you understand when you get older. Like my position coach like, boy, you ain't got the sense God promised a green apple. And I'd be like, apples don't have sense. And I never understood it until now. That's the punchline. Like, is apples don't have sense. You don't have sense. You come up and be like, you know the best thing, you know what I like about you? Nothing. And then walk away. And it's crazy because, like, somebody put Cypress, and I think Cypress stunk it up. But Cypress has like one of the highest grades on our team, by the way. We're about to show this.
And I just have it.
Oh. Man.
So this is the dude.
Yeah, we got beat by a dude who was named after his mother's favorite R&B singer. We got beat by a dude, and to be honest with you, he ran like he has an icebox where his heart used to be. 265 total yards, man.
He had more He had more than half of the total yards for North Carolina that game.
He has more touchdowns. He has more rushing touchdowns than in a game. He has more touchdowns in a game than Florida State has all year.
Omarion Hampton had 265 total scrimmage yards. More than 50% of the total yards for UNC.
Now that song is like in my head right now, in my heart, while I'm playing this. I really want to work this out. I'm tired of fighting. I want you to win. But I really want you to win. No, that's not it. And then shy 18 jog. Like, you gotta get that effort jog. Go back. This is not. I could have went to the walkthrough. I couldn't even go to the walkthrough because I'm disgusted. Like right now, go back. We're gonna isolate the youngin, and he can grow from this. I don't know if they break down film like this anymore. But again, but how it used to be is you watch film as a team, you watch film as a side of the ball, and then you watch film as your set. So when you fuck up, you get to hear it 3 times minimum. This is guys who have been being abused. This is what abuse looks like. Pause. 1, this is worse. Because I thought, just maybe I'm looking at, back it up just a un poquito. Ah, shit. Oh, that's fine. Push play. Pause it. So Blake sheds a block and has a great opportunity. 1, I don't know why the fuck he's over there. Either him or Omar Graham should be there, but neither are there. So when people were saying whose fault this is, it's the linebacker not filling the hole's fault. But here's what we have. You see 90? That's not supposed to happen. That's what it looks like when you had too much to drink at the club and you told the bouncer at homecoming, you a bitch and me and my friends run this shit. And they tell you no. And then 20 goes in there. Now, if this were I-9 or flag football, he pulled the flag. 7-on-7, 2-hand touch, Gucci. This is what happens when you get ran through over and 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 over again.
I bet.
Because, like, again, as I tell you guys sometimes, you know, a lot of people don't like to sound crass the way I speak about stuff. This is when you go on to alphacliniconline.com and you got your blood work done, your thing is staying, blood flow is going there, you rocked up, or, you know, I'm not going to, or, you know, you feeling like Shannon Sharp with Michelle and you done did your thing, you done put in some work, you done damage, and you want to admire your work. That's how big that hole was. Like, that's called gaping in the industry. And I don't read the stats to me. What do the stats look like?
I don't know if you really want me to,
What is
but
the passing? Did we win any? Did they not throw over 200 yards?
no.
Okay. All right, cool.
I'll zoom in a little bit.
There we go. We can bang on that. Like, they didn't throw over 200 yards on us.
Oh no, you're talking about them. Oh, I thought you were talking about us. No, they did
didn't throw for fucking over 200 yards.
211. So they
Okay,
got
that's
it
cool.
511.
Really, 250
That's not bad.
is a 250 is a metric, right?
Mhm. But this is where it starts to get a little bit hectic out. You see Omarion Hampton right here, 32 carries, 132 carries.
That's
Crazy.
A lot.
Hmm?
That's a lot of carries.
Yeah, average of 5.4 yards
So
a carry.
for perspective, there's only 10 yards to get a first down. So they just basically just ran the ball twice and got a first down every time. And he only had a 41 long run.
I think, was it that one or no? The one we just saw? Was that the 43 yarder? No, that wasn't. Okay. Then he also had 3 receptions, 93 yards, 1 touchdown.
It's not optimal.
So longest of 49.
Got to pinch the bitch.
And then our rushing and receiving core obviously did not look up to par. Lawrence Toafili led the pack with 8 carries for 24 yards, longest of 12. But, you know, just nobody stepped up, really. You could tell by these rushing and receiving stats. And on the receiving end, we only had one wide receiver that caught 2 receptions. Everyone else caught 1
Damn,
reception.
I thought it was a Keem. Damn,
Jakai.
I thought Keem had 2 catches. So that was just 1 catch that he had?
Yeah, at the beginning of the game.
Damn, that shit was clean, too.
Apparently he does this every game, but one he has over
No.
100 yards.
No, Marion's good.
Yeah, he's
Marion's
good. Yeah, he's good.
Marion's good.
It's just he showed out extra.
So we had
And Kyle got more drops, got 1, which was crazy. But yeah, they were like 11. What was it? 11 of 16.
Megamon almost had a good grab. I think he got stripped out of him, right? It was
Yeah.
a jump ball.
Yeah.
They just have no other tight ends. Is that
We do. We
Landon.
have Amari and Landon, who are going to be really, really good.
The one of the few good youngins, I guess.
I don't mind the youngins. I just try to stop people from just magically thinking that the youngins are going to just make everything go better. And I need people to stop this shit. You don't like the. Why are you shocked? Like, I'm mad. Don't get me wrong. I want to win at everything, right? But you knew they sucked last week, right? And the week before that. Like, we come up with new ways. And I think my God, one guy got on, like, I was like, stop adding me. Like, if you're not going to come to a game, I can't change the shit, but I can put you in front of the people who can change it. And the problem is, a lot of you, I talk the same way I talk to anybody. Like, so one thing Carmen ain't raised was no bitch. Carmen did not raise a bitch.
This is also a key stat right here. This highlighted blue. UNC was 11 of 16
That was
on third
wild.
downs.
At one point, they were 7 for 9, dog. 7 for fucking 9. But it's wild because, like, one of them, it was like, oh, there goes third and Fuller. The bitch was there to make the fucking tackle. He was literally there. They had it set up to where you could be a hero. Like, I don't.
Yeah, I mean, we like to do on third down when it's like 3rd and 7 is run the ball.
So Eric put, I don't care if it's shocked, man. But I think we expect some level of effort and that's where I'm like, I don't know whether you think firing the coach right now at a certain, I'm a player, right? I'm not these other people in the news. I played this game. And I'm not saying that makes me better than anybody because you don't have to play the game to know it. I don't recognize this. I can't fight them for you. You feel me? Like I wasn't disgusted by the play call. That is a matter of opinion and breaking it down on film and knowing what tendencies are. And I don't know all of the tendencies. I just know when it works or when it doesn't work. And I can tell you why it doesn't work. But like, yo, I'm sitting here like watching, like at this point, right? Here's what Mike should do. They got enough film. Fuck breaking down Notre Dame because we know it's happening, right? I'm going to Chicago with the understanding that, like, so you want big games breakdown, right? Big games breakdown. Florida State's not beating Notre Dame.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Like, I don't know if you need to know. I don't know who. I don't know if anybody who's loved you has told you this, but we're not beating Notre Dame. You know why we're not beating Notre Dame? Because 34 carries, 170-something yards, whatever the fuck North Carolina had. That's what they do well. They have really, really large linemen that fuck people up. Hey, man, hold up, dog. I don't know if I like the way you prefaced that question. The big game for 2005 Miami game go for 100 yards. I could get, you give me 34 fucking carries, I could get 100 yards if I'm not fatigued. But I say all this to say is that they don't need to break down no film. What they need to do is take the 9 games that have been played already. They need to chart it. And there's a way that you can chart this. Loafs, MAs, like different things like that. Like, what is your level of expectation for a player? There are 85 scholarship guys. Go ahead and free the young. Don't just free the youngins. Free the people who don't want to be here. And we can tell by video and tape. It's a difference between not being good at your job and not giving effort. I don't want to go in and point at who's not good at their job and who's not giving effort because I don't know. I can tell you what I think. I like to have hard empirical data to back up if I'm going. They've already been paid. The NIL ain't going nowhere. They got paid. Hey man, God bless you, man. You got you got paid. You got your lick off of me, man. No doubt. I'm gonna write that off. Charge it to the game. Hey man, you have a blessed life. No hard feelings, man. The damage is already done. Getting rid of y'all asses. Go up to Notre Dame in the rest of the season with 55 players. Put them in the portal. Like, because if you even think about the transfer portal, how I got told of the transfer portal is I got told that coaches were going to put people in the transfer portal. Put them in the transfer portal. Kyle, it was one time when it was 3rd and long. Quarterback, I was able to scramble around, and I definitely was not enthusiastic with Peyton's firing off the ball.
FSU is now the only team to not score over 21 points in a game this season.
Which is wild. I do know Coach had a convo with my guy. And by the way, you fucking weirdos talking about cryptic tweets, bitch. Don't follow me. Like my tweets are not that fucking cryptic. If you fucking follow me, you know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. Like somebody put I got hard conversations got to be had. I don't know nothing about firing. I do know that common sense tells me that people are going to fire coaches. The hard part is like, what would you do if your loved one came up to you and said, hey, man, I know I'm committed to Florida State, but what are we going to do here? I don't, like I said, maybe why like firing? You can't hire nobody. You're firing because you still need 10 coaches. Who the fuck are we gonna put at wide receiver coach? They can't just put me in there. You gotta go through 30 days clearinghouse and everything. It's a state job. It's a state job. Like you can't just fire coaches like that. Like just relax on that shit. That shit coming. Like I'm gonna be honest with you guys. It's not just the coaching. It really ain't. Hey man, we won't have any Clay slander. I fucks with Clay. Clay cool.
Florida State is plus 1,500.
So what does that mean? If I put $10 down, I get like 50.
It means if you put
Or I got to put $100 down to get 1,500.
Yeah.
I'm not putting fucking $100 down. I know that shit's gone. I put $10 and $10 to get $150 ain't enough.
What's interesting is the over under 42 with the way the defense has been playing. If you think
Oh no, I'm taking the over.
Yeah,
I'm definitely taking the over.
I want to share this crazy stat with you right quick.
This shit is wild.
Not this one, but this one right here.
Not putting $10 to win 150. I'd rather give my man money to the guy with the little rock under the cup, the 3-cup guy.
So the first 12 years in the ACC, FSU had 6 conference losses. But this season we have 7 conference losses.
What's up, man? Oh man, no, I ain't got that. Donald don't fuck with me like that yet. I gotta work with that.
But yeah, FSU has been struggling this season, and a lot of people took to the internet like us and wanted to post the the Mac photo right here. Make sure to follow us on the Sports Den. He got the grip on the back of his neck. Yeah, you know he was happy. But yeah, I put let me tell you something, nephew, as the caption, but
yeah, I fucking hate you for that. That shit was crazy, dog. He be doing temperature checks, man. That shit ain't. It's not cool when it happens to you. It's funny when it happens to everybody else. Now somebody put. He's probably like as an alumni. He's probably telling him, man, you done fucked up the university. And I said, to be honest with you, I really can agree with that because again, what I'm telling you guys is true inside information. When I tell you that my guy D Nick is fucking livid. And he's alumni, but he's with a rival and wants to beat the shit out of us at the same time. But it's just like, I can't believe my alma mater is this bad. Other coaches can't believe we're this bad because they wanted some of the guys that we got. Like, fuck all the other shit, because y'all not gonna believe me anyway. You're gonna believe the people, just like with the situation with Dugans and Keon Coleman. I'm literally telling you what the fuck happened because I was there. And people like one person plays big game, knows what, like they tell a guy who's a former hey, just has big game. He knows exactly what happens. Sure, I'm sure he's the only one that knows that. First off, fuck you, random ass Twitter person. Like people get mad at you. I never thought I would be in like this is the problem with the way some of y'all think. More people get mad at you for telling the truth than than somebody who's literally telling you, I heard. Like you believe I heard over I was. You know what I'm saying? Where does that fucking make sense at? Which I'm not mad at that. Again, I'm not mad at them for reporting it. I don't know what purpose it serves, but they got to do what they got to do to make money. When the damn show ain't gonna make money breaking down the film. Because nobody wants to hear about the shitty product. And you only want to hear something. As a guy who's covered a shitty team for quite some time in the Jacksonville Jaguars, you can only say someone sucks so many different ways before it gets redundant. Eric put D-Nick needs to bring his ass home. I mean, listen, dog. D-Nick can recruit. D-Nick can coach his ass off. Like, you can't, like, just because you fire a coach doesn't mean you can go hire the next coach right away. Like, you can't really make any impactful changes until because nothing is, yeah, I don't even know, man. But the wild part in all of this is that they stink. It's putrid. It's nothing else we can say about it. People like you supported this, man. Yeah, I did. Like when I thought something was right, I said this is what's going to happen. But then when I found out it was wrong, I'm a fucking normal person, so I said this shit stinks. Like that's what people are like. You know, the biggest sign of that you're an adult is when you can actually, when you're proven with good facts, you can actually change your mind. Only an idiot would stay locked in and say that this looks great.
Or a liar.
And Keon's not right about Dugans. And because you don't even know what the fuck he said. So how can he be right if he didn't say that? And how can he be a bad coach when you were basically effectively you went from a 4th to 5th round grade to a 2nd round grade with less yards but more touchdowns? Like that's not how shit works. You drop passes. Dugans didn't make him drop those passes. And that's not me getting on Keon because I'm a huge Keon Coleman fan. My baby boy loves Keon Coleman. But what you're saying right now is based off of something that that wasn't said in the manner in which you did. That's why we're in the fucking place that we are now. If Keon was already Keon, put that up there. Keon was already Keon, then why didn't he go to the NFL draft? That's like me saying Cam Ward was a 1st round draft pick before he went to Miami. If Keon was Keon before he got to Florida State, which he was a good player, then one, Dugan's development did not matter, and 2, he should have went to the NFL before. But he didn't go to the NFL before because Keon wasn't Keon before he came to Florida State. Keon was a day 3 draft pick. That's what the numbers stated. And instead, the only reason he wasn't a day 1 draft pick is because the Bills traded back to get more draft capital. But he's effectively when you're the first pick, whether it's the 2nd round or the 1st round, you are treated like a 1st round pick. That's the facts of the NFL. That's not what I heard from nobody else. That's from a guy who's in fucking Indianapolis every year who covers an NFL team. Not a guy who gets paid off of gossip and shit. Now, what I'm not saying is that Dugans is the greatest wide receiver coach. What I'm saying is that what you're co-signing on is something that just wasn't even said. But if you don't think Dugans, now here's the thing. Like if you want to argue that Dugans isn't a great wide receiver coach, that's an argument. But that's like saying, I don't know. I don't even know what it's to say. Like Cam Ward, I'm gonna be honest with you. What Miami can fucking sell is that Cam Ward was a mother. It definitely bumped his draft stock up by going there and playing the way he played right now. Like, and you know what I think? I happen to think Miami's offensive coordinator is trash. Luke can tell you, I tell him all the time. I don't like his route combinations. I don't think a lot of the stuff that he does. I think Cam Ward is an eraser. But I definitely know this. He got developed. It sure as hell looked like he got developed a little bit more at Miami than it did when he was at Washington State. JIT TV, highlight that. This is how you argue logically. Have no problem with that. And what you feel is that man, I can see how Keon could maybe say that. But it wasn't like, anyways, man, I'm not finna go. He said, she said shit. Bottom line is, you know what? You want to know the funny part about all that shit? That shit happened in January. Nobody if you would have posted that in January, you wouldn't have the same fucking thought process you would have now because he fucking had 2 fucking wide receivers get drafted. Technically, well, not. I can't give him Jaheim Bell's credit for GM. If you want to talk about regression, Jaheim Bell was a 3rd or 4th round grade when he left South Carolina. That's something that like could be said, but even Jaheim was like, I said it back then, though. I told everybody. I just didn't feel the need to put it on the fucking timeline. Because that wasn't what stopped the kid from coming to Florida State. But anyways, I'm not going to keep talking about these getting back and forth and all of that shit. Like, because a lot of this stuff, man, is just, that's amazing play.
Yeah, I'll share this.
I like this dude. This is why I like D-Nick, because D-Nick not only did D-Nick's got like Wesley Bassane is doing very, very well, in my opinion. Yeah, Jaheim got injured. That is, again, same thing with Keon. Keon's hamstring was fucking with him most of the year. That's why I'm like, y'all, like, we make excuses for people we like. Like, and but Keon, like Keon wasn't hurt. Like Keon didn't get like Keon didn't get targeted. Look at all the times Keon was targeted. Keon didn't like how he was targeted. But look at all the times he was like, Look at all the times he was targeted. Look how many drops he had. Like, and a lot of that had to do with injuries and just, I don't know. Again, injuries are because guys aren't drinking whole milk anymore, man. You're drinking that nut juice. That's why kids keep getting hurt, man. But I know this, we will find new coaches, but like, when you stink, you don't need to find other reasons why they stink. Like, it's like that. That's my only thing. Is like, why are we over here consistently making like, oh, they suck because this? It's like, nah, dude, it's already happened. I just don't feel like there's a need to kick somebody in the ass while they're going out the door. Like, it's enough real shit. It's enough real empirical data that you can talk about to prove why you don't like somebody. You don't need the coach. You don't need the other shit. That's called Real Housewives of Atlanta type shit. I don't think men should. I personally, as James Coleman, this is just my stance, don't think men should operate like that. I don't like bring Indiana coaches. A lot of coaches. I won't shit. I don't know. Yes. His unit sticks out. Again, I'm not going to get on here because I got tremendous respect for that guy. Dupree, I'm not mad. I'm going to be honest with you. Again, I've never been a hater in my life. If I don't like somebody, I don't like them for the reasons that I don't like them. I do not encourage other people to dislike them. But if that person does something good, I give them props, regardless of what internet states and Miles Reel's state. Here's what I like what Deion Sanders has done as a coach. Deion brought in some NFL guys as coaches. Ah, man, did I send you the video of his offensive coordinator when he talked about the difference between the NFL and college? He has a coach that coached in the NFL. And they just talked about breaking things down, making it simple, and why it's more complex. Like, the NFL has tendencies and college coaches kind of just do what they're good at the entire time, regardless. Yeah, personnel. Like, so like if they're a cover two team, they're covered two. Like, the NFL is 3 different games. There's first and second down, there's third down, and then there's the red zone. Teams are different between the first and second down, and you have to have certain plays for that. Then you have your third down strategy, and then when you're in the red zone, because defenses tend to adjust and change based upon that. In college, this is what the fuck you do. But the problem with NFL coaches is that a lot of times they don't adjust very well to the college game, because the other side of the difference between the college game and the NFL game is, believe it or not, is the field is smaller due to the hash marks. So what does that mean? The game is built on the hashes, right? So go look, like, we have the reason why the spread works in college is because you can line up and you can spread a team and use the entire field based upon what the hash marks give you. With the NFL being half the size with the hash marks, it basically, while it's the same width, it definitely reduces the field because the ball is going to be set here regardless. But, you know, I think a lot of things can be changed. I think, you know, I don't know where the coordinators will come from, but here's what I give Mike props about. And this is what they were all selling with 247 and War Chant. I don't want to bash anybody, but just this is what they were all selling was how great Mike Norvell's tree is. Like Mike does have a lot, like Mike got like 6 head coaches from his tree. And he's only been coaching for 7 years, if I remember correctly. No, my bad. This is year 5 at Florida State. My bad, 9 years. He hasn't been a head coach for that long. But he's had a lot of good assistants. I think Dion has a level of somebody you can put that. Chris from Sporadic says Dion's leg is a big problem as he can't do home visits and he can't recruit like then you could be very strategic with Dion, but Dion's Dion. So Dion knows how to use his biggest asset, which is his celebrity. So I'm sure they would figure out a way. But I'm not saying bring Dion to Florida State. I'm not saying I personally think you just need to hire more guys. I think when I talked to Mike Alford, he said they have a plan. Typically, when the athletic director says that means there's money involved. So you figure it out. I think they need to put more again, but I've been saying this since before last year. They do need to invest more into the off field, exponentially more into off field staff, and maybe the go-go guy's going to be highly sought after by a lot of people. But I don't know. But here's what I will tell you. You want to know how you can help the program right now? I thought there were more people at the North Carolina game than I expected. They left, but they were there in the beginning. Follow Miami suit. Shit. Stop bitching and like be mad about the losses, but then tell people like, hey, this is why we need you. Like instead of saying, oh, hey, instead of saying shit like, why would anybody want to come here? We stink. Be like, nah, bitch, we need you to come here because we stink. You ever thought like the different tone? Wouldn't want to be around you motherfuckers either. Brett B. Lynn, a lot of the behind the scenes shit needed to change a long time ago. But I don't think a prophet is without honor in his hometown. For those of you who claim to know the book, that's a scripture I just gave you. It's easier to be. Why won't I ever move back to Tallahassee? Because people love the idea of what I was when I was home, and they like what they see from afar of what I am. Oh, Jit TV, without a doubt. If Mike goes 1-5 next year, then fucking yes. He'll be on, if nothing else, be definitely on the hot seat. But yeah, I think, but again, I don't think that they're as bad as, like, they're bad, but they're not bad because of like I got shown it. It's again, this video of me proving my point. I know y'all don't listen. Why would y'all watch a guy who's played the game and who coaches it, who knows this shit? But like, there's video that I can show you where plays are there to be made. I believe when plays are there to be made, you have to, it's on talent, and I do believe he needs to get better on the high school side. But yeah. I didn't catch it, Big Drip. I did not catch the pass. I did not catch it, but I did pick it up. I once scooped it off the ground, though. I still got them reflexes, baby. These hands have never dropped the pass in a Florida State uniform. Angelo, it's not $250,000. Not $250,000. They need $250,000 for me to work from home. They need $500,000 to get me to move back to Tallahassee. Living in my mama house for $500,000.
No rent.
No rent. House paid for. I can't. The house is already paid. House is paid for. I'll shoot her some bread for the tax. I think the taxes ain't that much because it ain't like, well, shit. But yeah, I'm not coming to that motherfucker without some bread. Like I'm comfortable. Like they be like, James, that wouldn't be your dream job, darling. I do not dream of labor. I don't want to work. Like, you don't want me in an office. You need me out here in these streets. That's what you need. All right. I'm tired of talking about these losers. Do they tackle in practice? Probably not at this point, Sagno, but they do need to do Big Four back again. Like, they need to get back. Tackling this late in the season does nothing more than try to get you hurt, but clearly they don't do Big Four anymore. Like, the tackling and blocking is a mentality, by the way. All of this shit is a mentality, man. Like, we need more men. That's what we need. We need more men in this game. Jet TV, that's not old school at all, brother. That is Damn, boy, y'all got me off track. Y'all making this a fucking Florida State. All these fucking Florida State podcasts, y'all want to come. Now y'all want to come fucking. All right, fine. Like he said, what did he put? Another question. I know it sounds old school, but do you think we should focus more on in-state recruiting? Yes. I think the kid, like for example, between Dylan McCutcheon, 4-star, and the kid Boggs, Javion Boggs from Coco, 4-star. Give me the 4-star from Coco. CJ Wiley, I do like CJ Wiley. CJ Wiley, damn, that's the only that shit hurt. I ain't gonna lie to you, that shit hurt. You got your quarterback. I think there's certain things, especially skill players, I would focus on. There's no way, like I would. What's wild is this. I can get you damn near whatever you want to do, Vo. I believe, what's my guy's name? He was the running back, James Wilder. Between James Wilder and some other guys in that Tampa area, you can get whatever the fuck you want to get in the Tampa area. I believe so. Y'all don't really remember this name, but a man named Aaron Jones. He's got Trenchman Academy. He was a D tackle. He's from the Orlando area. I'd be talking about him right there. There's in next year's class, I saw him. He made a fucking phenomenal. Like right now, Mandarin. So you want a DB? You got Brody Jennings. He's committed to Michigan for Mandarin. Get him. You got wide receiver Omarion Wingo at St. Augustine. Pull Omarion in. Excuse me. I get the tight end. If you need a tight end, you lost a tight end, get the tight end for Riverside High School in Jacksonville. We have offered him, but he's been committed to Florida all year. We should have went for him before. That's a hop in Jacksonville as opposed to going to Nebraska. Not saying I don't like the tight end from Nebraska. Get him. Like your national guys should be like, okay, I may like this national guy a lot more, but this local kid right here, I have more eyes on him. You feel me? Like that makes more sense, right? Don't get me started down in Miami. Them D tackles in Tampa, I would never I wouldn't have lost those guys. Like you need those guys. You need Solomon, even though Solomon's hurt, and I don't know if Solomon will be ready year one, but you need to make sure Solomon is there. I believe so. Yeah. But yeah, so I mean, just a lot of this shit is just like, Armella, I think I think somebody talked about Jimmy Horn and other guys. I think we got to do it. So NFL, honestly, guys, truth. I would bring in a former NFL GM, like so you can understand to just train, right? So you got director of player personnel, you got college scouting. Director of player personnel's job is to look at the NFL and see how the players that are currently playing in the NFL fit the system in which you're running, and so that when free agency hits or trade needs to happen, you know that these players are available here, right? College scouting is more vast and you need more scouts there. So that's like your high school recruiting. It's a much more vast thing. But I would definitely be like regional with it kind of with this stuff, like with that stuff, so that I know and developing real good rapport and relationships with those guys. But you have to look at the transfer portal like this. A kid from Arkansas, shit. He got kicked off the team, but it wasn't really like that. I know the family. Hold on. I'll tell you guys the name here. Can't believe it. I'll be boy. That's my big issue right now, boy. Them hits, boy. Washington is his last name, I believe. Ty Washington. Actually, it was wild. His mom was talking to me. Ty Washington, I met him when he was in the 2021 it's 2022 recruiting class. He had 20 Power 5 offers. I remember he was a 3-star, but he ended up playing somebody had sent me the information. No, he was 2020 class. Yeah, 2022, I believe. But he has 2 years to play. But like, you go get a guy like that, played in the SEC, probably could be like a football, a fullback type, a move tight end. I mean, you get guys like that, you use the relationships, and we really go in there, we work with this stuff. I would go get actually, I'll tell you, forget me. Before you pay me, this isn't what I do. I'm going up. I'll personally, if y'all approve the money, if they approve the money, I'll tell you right now, I know people listen and it may come back to me. Y'all approve the money, I'll drive to Louisville to get John Heron, aka Hova. I'll bring Hova ass back to Tallahassee. His son plays in Lincoln. He was there 1 year. He's a hell of a recruiter. All those South Florida boys that be going up to Louisville are because of him. But I'll tell you what, I got a guy who my boy Grimes wants to get into college coach. Like, finding hungry young guys or young-ish guys, like 32, 33 that want to get into coaching, finding those guys and putting them on. Like, that's the stuff that like, those are the things. Like, fuck me. Like, I'm a family man. I want to leave my kids. I like watching my sons. My guy, like, people be like, ha ha ha, you sad for a second, man. My sons, last I checked, my sons got a championship game this Saturday. Like, they playing for rings. And Mandarin's still in the playoffs. Like, those are the teams like in order of care. I have a little bit more to do with those. But like, we go in here, man. I'm not here to shove sunshine up your ass. It stinks. But what I am here to tell you is it doesn't have to take as long as what you think, guys. It's not really that bad. There are some things that they can do to change. And if some of y'all are so loud about that change, have you ever presented it to the people? Or don't come at me and tell me this. Come in, fine. I will give you the opportunity. Come with me. Enjoy a game the way I enjoy the game. I can't get you on the sideline for the whole game, but I can get you pregame passes. I can make sure you get a chance to talk to these people. Give them all your ideas since you know everything. But I want you to come with the same energy in which you came with them on social media and talk to them that manner.
Everybody wants you to coach, man. Be on the staff.
Y'all not finna fucking talk about me the way y'all talk about them people. I know how people talk. I hear this shit every Friday night. I'm a sorry ass running backs coach, but I got nothing but running backs for producing. I joke with my son. I joke with my guy, my Toby is the head coach of Mandarin. I said, man, when Trey get the Mandarin, I'm fucking retiring. No, you gonna coach? You want to coach? I said, no. I want to sit in the stands and say that fat ass motherfucker can't coach either. Like you know what I'm saying? I want to be able to say the silly shit that comes off of people. Like, y'all ain't trying to win, bitch. I promise you we trying to win. I promise you. Hey, when y'all go open the door? My guy Canvas up here. Like, I like the shit right here, like the way I'm at. Like, y'all gonna be like, now you'll see me cuss a kid out. You'll see me do all the shit that y'all talk about, but after about week 5, you're gonna be tired of it. Y'all gonna be firing my ass too. I'm from Tallahassee. I gotta go back home. I like being able to go back home. Oh man, but I tell you what though, I would never lose a running back recruit. Pay me $500,000. I'll get every top running back in the nation. I'm gonna tell you what I'm doing. You can't tell me I can't walk around with $50K in my pocket if you give me $500,000. I'm looking for repo notices, red JEA cards. Oh, wait a minute, what's today? Speaking of that, today the 4th? Oh shit, let me pay my JEA bill. I'm over here joking about paying other kids' electric bills. Might not have lights my own goddamn self. I'm looking for what do you get? I'm looking for 3-day pay to vacates. I'm gonna tell them kids, you gonna always be taken care of with Uncle James. Also, the problem with recruiting too is that it's be some fine ass mamas. Yeah. It's a lot of stuff that goes with that, man. You know, Nate, I'm in a bind. I don't really want them problems, man. But also the other thing too, yeah, Devin, we still doing the YouTube series. It's just we got to put all that shit up there. But working with creative sucks. Like they got to have everything perfect, and I always tell them, the best video you can have is the video you have right now. Like trying to do all that extra effects and that shit don't work, man. Put something out. I'm not here to break up homes. Like listen, I don't know how they don't have to not be from a 2-parent home, but I know it just seems like single parent running backs run harder. I don't know if that's true or not, but I don't want to break up nobody. I don't want no problems. But let's go ahead and talk about Ashton Genty got more rush. Show me the shit. Keep bashing my program. God damn, man. We suck. I get it, Jaden. God damn, man.
Just shouting out somebody, from Jacksonville area. Just
Mike Hall, is that a recruiting violation? Only if you get caught. Shit. Actually, by the way, if you got actually, you know what? We don't need to recruit a kicker anymore. We straight, man. We might have a kicker next year. I think that little motherfucker is that they got a. I'm talking about. He looked like a munchkin. He is no bigger than where that fire extinguisher is. But that bitch can kick. I seen him kick an onside kick. Boy, listen.
Crazy.
Mama's off. Man, mama got to have a life too. You ain't never heard them? Man, one day I got to do it's some real recruiting stories like of mamas that's wild. But who mama like whatchamacallit mom? The mama that y'all think fine. Boy, it's a story about her. The wide receiver, the fast wide receiver. His mama fast.
Xavier Worthy.
Yeah, you remember the Coach 3, Mr. Go 30, but like I thought you was fast. I mean, I thought I guess it skipped a generation. He said your mama was fast. No, he said your mama was fast. I guess it skipped a generation. It's not fast, it's not whorish, it's just needs got to get met, man. Nothing wrong with that, man. Listen. The minute women start being for real about what their urges are and stop doing all that prudish bullshit, the world will be a better place. We're not recruiting mamas. That's why we're not getting out here and doing this thing. Sometimes you got to get an ugly mama and take the somebody got to fall on the sword. Like if that's what it takes, like that's why you have interns and GAs. Like their job is to do the grunt work that nobody else want to do. I got to get my boy Corn on here to talk about how Jimbo tried to make him go to Texas to get the ugly mama.
That's crazy. Grunt work for real.
All right. Now this is just
Great defensive.
they're
player.
gonna say this is D Nick, but this ain't D Nick. This is just this was a good evaluation for D Nick to pick him up in the transfer portal. And also, let me see if I like this ball security. You know, one of these things in the wintertime, you got to secure your balls. Oh shit.
He gave him that.
Nah, that motherfucker. God damn, he Superman punched that bitch.
He gave him a quick jab.
Damn. This is why you don't jump.
Whew.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So that's not great ball security. So if you go back, give y'all some education at these other. Look at where he punches. Look at how there's space. There's slight daylight in the cavity. Look at the tip of the ball. Damn. Talking about football just sounds so dirty sometimes. But look at this. It drops down. There's space there, and he hits the tip. He hits the ball right there, and then it just does it come out?
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah. Yeah, Billy Sexton's cussing right now. Look at Manny Diaz, still looking like a crooked youth pastor.
Yeah, he's looking crazy.
I still don't understand how they was up so big and then just gave y'all haven't learned the format. Don't give Cam Ward more time to have the ball. Like once you get your lead, man, take your ball and go home. Stop trying to prove a point with them. Because that little badass motherfucker just get bored. I think he spots teams' leads so that he can just get into it. Reposado, the only cool thing I have is that Reposado never got off on Florida State. He won his first game, but he be going ham on people.
I think this is the play where he broke the
all-time record.
Yeah, this is the play right here.
4 touchdown passes.
A Mexican has the all-time record at Miami. Y'all live with that. Yeah. That was a great catch, but was he moving in slow motion? Who, man?
I think that's his mom right there. The kind of white lady with the finger gun. I think that's his mom.
Okay, my bad. Hold on, go back. What if they said? Can they see the arrow that you have?
The arrow? What
yeah,
arrow?
like the
cursor?
your mouse. Yeah, your cursor.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Push play. Because I was about to say you said mom, and it was like 20 women in there, and I was getting both scared and curious at the same time. Because it was one lady that looked like I wouldn't want to say that's my mama. That's a mom. That's a sacrifice, mom. I push pause. You said that. I thought it was 22 right there. Like if it was that mom with the glasses, that's cool. But if it's push play, that was the lady right there behind her with that. I'd been like,
that's crazy.
That's wild. What does his dad look like? Who is that mama right there sitting next to her?
I think this one is his mom right here.
Oh,
this lady right
here. Yeah. That's mid. No disrespect. Like Xavier, you cool, but yeah.
But yeah, Miami.
It's not a mom I'm trying to recruit.
No, I feel you.
Yeah. I need the white girl that one white woman. That's what I need. If I get one, unless it's the chick that we posted on Friday, because that's a vintage vagina. That white lady. That white lady.
Oh, the one you sent me this morning.
Yeah. But they need the one. You know how they got that one white lady haircut that she like black men.
Yeah,
it's like kind of like black and blonde, like a little. It just seems like they all have a type. That's right. They did have shows Subliminal Dykes in the 90s, man. You're right. All right.
So Miami moved up one spot to number 4. But do you think this
they
is
get their fucking ass whooped in the college football? They are basically Florida State last year.
Yeah.
Miami.
But do you think they should have? I don't know. You think 4 is a good spot, even though Georgia?
They're going to, if they win the ACC, they're going to get a bye, so it doesn't matter. Right. So they're where they need to be at.
Because the Florida-Georgia game, that was...
Wait a minute. Hold on. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So scroll down. Because the official thing comes out on Tuesday. So we'll have Luke, don't do this to yourself, Luke. Like, Luke, you're not beating Texas. It's not so much that it is not saying that y'all suck. I mean, y'all be taking that shit offensive, dog. But like, you see you can't score like that on Florida State until dead time. Duke was whipping you. You've been in a shootout with lesser teams. Texas is better than Cal. Indiana has a better offense. Now, Indiana, BYU, Boise, any of those teams, I think Miami can win. Did I go past that? Go scroll back up. No, I said they could, but Boise does what you don't do very well against. Run the ball. Go scroll. Like they got the Michael fucking Myers back there running back. I don't watch enough of Penn State to know, so I can't tell you that. I can't tell you, but I know Texas, Ohio State, Georgia. Even if Georgia's so good that my guy Carson can stink and they still get out of games, or even the game they lost, they still should have won it. They had the chance. Man, listen, Ohio State still got Jeremiah Smith. Shit. I mean, you ain't got nobody to guard Jeremiah Smith. Miami's offense is great in the second half. My thought, this is what I'm saying. And you can argue it all you want. And there's some facts. You can believe it because you're undefeated. And I'm not trying to come off as a hater. But if you don't play good 4-quarter football against some of those teams in that top 10, you're not only going to lose, you're going to get boat raced. And that's what I'm saying. I believe you beat Clemson. You could beat Clemson or SMU in a one-off game in Charlotte. I believe that. But that's all I'm saying is that just from a guy who watches them guys and has seen Miami play and actually is a Cam Ward fan, I don't see you playing the way that you would have to show me something different in the manner in which you're playing right now to make me believe that you wouldn't get beat. Maybe not. I say you're not gonna get beat 63-3, but that you won't get beat by 2 scores if you continue to play in the manner in which you play. Now, if you believe beating Cal by the grace and goodness and glory of God and Virginia Tech, like games again, you were dead to rights. But I'm not knocking you on that. Like, you are really, really good. This is the best. Like, honestly, Luke, I'm saying 2 scores because I like you. Like, I'm saying that, I'm really trying not to come. I'm giving you football analysis, and I'm trying not to sound like a hater with it. That's kind of why I'm saying that. But I know it won't. I don't think. You have one thing I know is you'll be in the 4th spot and you 100% earned it. That's what I will say. Because you won your games. You ate what was on your plate. Now, let's talk about some shit that fuck them. I like the running backs coach at Creekside, but if somebody really want, I ain't fought in a long time, so I need to see if my hands is up to date anyway. But I do know this, man. I'm not 100% sure that I wouldn't handle this the way the Ponte Vedra coach handled it. I think it's kind of fucked up because it's a child on a grown man. I can't get out my back pedal like I used to.
Nah, he bugging for real.
But let's let
he
them
was
see.
he was bugging.
Let's let them
he was
watch
bugging,
it
bro.
And choose for themselves, man. Like, if
crazy.
The parents have every right to be upset. I will say that. Like, look, he didn't move. Like, he's looking at the field.
No.
In his peripheral,
way.
his spider senses started tingling, and he didn't like dipset old boy. It could have been. I can tell you this: if one of us got to get fucked up, you're younger. You're going to heal faster.
Nah, he was looking dead at him though.
He was looking like, hold on, all right, let's go to the point of impact.
He was looking dead at him.
This is close.
Looking at him.
No, like he's
Boom.
looking at the numbers.
As a coach,
like he's
who has looked at a play himself and been wiped out. I had video proof of me getting wiped out looking at the play. I have no issue with it. It's him or you.
I think if he would have done this,
He ain't low-
he's
Yeah.
seeing it. He literally just gave him a
He
little
gave
flipper.
soft bump to like, I'm here, you're here, we're here. You didn't expect.
But
me
I
to
think
fly
he
out.
like
Now, here's what I'm gonna say.
yeah, he
Here's what I would be disappointed with. Now, the coach,
That's
what if
crazy.
he did this? And a lot of people like to say, "What if he did this to Trey?" I'm fucking him up because that's my son.
Right.
I might have done the same thing the coach did, but you know what I'm doing after I fuck that coach up when we get in the car? I'm talking to my son. How the fuck you got to run a head start on somebody and you fly backwards?
That's the part.
That's embarrassing. You have brought shame upon the last name. We throw flippers and people fly, not the other way around. That motherfucker was out.
I mean, he went to help him up too. I'm just saying.
I mean, was he laying down like he got?
Yeah, yeah, look at him.
Like, get up. Coach went to help him up. He could have left him on the ground if he had malintent.
Man, that
Nah,
man.
he left him on the ground. The other coach helped.
No, he went. Watch, he does. He puts his hands up. Hands up.
He
And
just
goes
registered
down.
what
And then
happened.
he
He
goes
like,
down.
oh,
He goes so late.
He goes
yeah, that's
down.
what I'm saying. He's like, oh,
He's trying to process what happened.
He's like-
I would have let it be. I would never even offered a hand.
I would have pushed the other coach off of him, man. Fuck that shit,
That's what I'm saying.
bro. Like I've seen.
no way.
I've
He's like-
seen a Duke player lay Coach Bowden out, and we give that Duke player the business a little bit before the referees got over there. These young whippersnappers, it got no morals and no respect. So you got to treat them sometimes. Again, that ain't popular. I'm here to admit it's not popular.
I don't think he meant it.
But I do know this: if it would have been me, I'm dipsetting. I'm 6-inch punch, thrust the hips. That motherfucker gonna be on the highlight. I might make First Coast News for the hit of the week. And I don't think people are looking at what the beautiful part of America is with this. That's a black coach at Ponte Vedra that laid this kid out. They ain't had black coaches like that at Ponte Vedra since I coached at Ponte Vedra.
It's so worried when he realizes what everything. I just let.
Nah, because this is the Beamer versus the Benz Bowl. This is the whitest two programs in the area.
Yeah, he's the only black guy for Miles. He must be
Miles.
scared.
Oh, that's funny.
We didn't have a black kid in the pipeline when I coached at Ponte Vedra. We were so white, but we was out there whipping ass. Kid not getting recruited no more.
Yeah,
I'm saying
I
I'm
know.
pulling
That's
all
the
his
main
fucking
thing.
offers, man.
That's the main thing. He's not a strong runner.
You know what though? You know what? Fuck that. Creekside got a coach over there that has so much to fucking say when we whooped that ass earlier this year. Did he go defend his player? You want to fight tough? Because again, y'all, did I tell y'all the story? I almost would have went to jail. I'd have fucked him up. Toby will never fight while James Coleman is on his sideline. Toby needs that job. He's a good family man. The insurance is good. I don't need this shit. That $1,440 funky ass dollars that I get. Now I don't know when I'm getting it. Ain't got it yet. But this should be coming soon, I guess. Black Friday around the corner. But like, nah, that coach was doing all that shit talking, man. Go fight that coach. But did Creekside win? Because this would be a double L. Because Ponte Vedra is actually pretty decent.
Let's check.
I understand the discourse around this one. Though.
Right.
This is hard to
Yeah,
take.
It's not a bad thing to get mad about.
Yeah.
It's not bad as what people are thinking. Like, put yourself in that coach's situation. That's why these kids running amok on y'all now. Y'all letting these kids run y'all, and your kids is bad as fuck. Yeah, he took 2 L's.
Wow.
I'm not. I'm not getting. I'm protecting myself. Again, both of us go to the hospital. Who's out for longer? He's going to recover from this. Me, like right now, y'all not even thinking about the fact that this man's shoulder is probably still hurting. This man had to go to the trainer, get some ice on him. Like, he's not protected at all. It's about the safety of the sport. I mean, y'all be getting mad at black. It's only black coach. Remember they got mad at my cousin at Florida State when he hit the kid from what was this? The Duke kid, and he flexed up on him after he ran into him.
Oh yeah,
Like, y'all just don't like when black coaches do this shit, man. Just joking. I know it's sensitive. Don't like inbox me or send me messages. Why it's got to be black or white. It just so happens that he's black and he's white. But here's a situation where y'all, I mean, fuck, Blue Lives Matter. I don't know. I don't know what to do, but Jacksonville was buck, man. People
Jacksonville
was throwing the things. Do we have the other video first?
So I'm gonna play this one, and then I'm gonna post
not
it.
the one that we have exclusive video on. This same black police officer was getting active. That
Oh,
day.
the second one of
Yeah.
it? Yeah, I have.
Okay, you got. Okay.
I got both of them. Yeah,
All right.
yeah, yeah. So that was really the same guy.
He look like we all look alike. We black wearing JSO uniforms. Statistically speaking, it could be the same person.
But Jacksonville was getting active this weekend. We transitioned from Friday night to this is the Florida Georgia game Saturday night at Everbank Field. So y'all can take a look.
What's scarier is when you see the exclusive Den Media Group footage at how quick this escalated.
Yeah.
It couldn't have been the same. It got to be a different.
Nah, because
I think about it.
Yeah, it had.
Because if you've already whooped somebody's ass,
you're not
day,
finna. Yeah,
you're
be out
not
there
going to be
again.
as calm as this guy was. Now it doesn't look like he's calm now, but just you'll see in a second. Go ahead, push play.
You want to have sound or no?
No, it's fine. You can't ban me for the sound.
You didn't see this yet?
No.
What? This was on the news and everything.
Look at the white man. That's ground and pound. None of this seems like they're trying to detain people right now. This looks really bad. Now, the first thing that I see this, I'm like, damn. This is when I learned that people have selective logic. Because you know what, people tweeted this. It's for the other way around, there'll be riot. I'm like, why didn't you cause a riot? Like,
I feel like from the reaction of it, like they probably deserved it more than not because they wasn't tweeting out there. They all like, what's like? Look at him.
You're saying they should have just complied.
No. I'm saying if they would have really been like, yo, like get off him, like what y'all doing? But they like, yeah, they're acting like, all right.
Earn that ass whooping. Yeah, the other video.
The other video, it was like that.
The video was wild. That guy probably needed his ass whooped for the safety of everybody else.
Yeah, the other video, it was like,
that white cop's punches were with ballast. Wow. This was just I'm tired. This was I done told you. That's a whip. All right, two different types. You got a real good ass whipping, like I done told you about doing that shit, and then you got one where he's trying to make sure he gets the soul. Like that's not rib punches. He's getting to the gut. That guy probably pissed blood. Oh shit! If you haven't gotten somebody good, like look, like he's trying to like locate. Make sure because he's covered up.
I can see it.
Which makes me mad, like for the guy. That guy literally was, but all right, so that's listen, I'm just here to tell you guys, JSO don't give a fuck. You will get your ass whooped. Yeah, and what's crazy is TK Waters is just like, fuck it.
I mean,
TK just like, hey, we believe in FAFO around here. Fuck around and find out.
FAFO. And
TK over here, TK and Donna be out here subtweeting each other. All right, now this is the one. Now this one here, like, though Buddy was really wild. Like you eat, like I've seen tasers, the tase gun, drop a 6'5", 325-pound man, like, and put him in a fetal position. I don't know what this dude was on.
This dude was off a perk or something.
This dude was just, and it's not like they have hooks in there.
Yeah.
Like, so for him to pull that shit out, that don't tickle. Like, he probably was a menace, but let's just see what's going on. Because the black dude didn't come to play.
Nah, this not the same. I don't think it's the same. No way.
It's the ham.
So this had to be earlier in the day, man.
Yeah.
And then he
just ate that though. Look at this. The Florida State guy's trying to be the person of logic. Now look what he does with the cuffs. He's pulling the cuffs out. Hit him again. Like, it looks like a dance move. Call him.
He's hitting him with the cuffs.
He's hitting him with the platinum bracelet.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Boom.
No, man.
That's assault.
Boom.
You can't do
Now,
that.
here's where my problem comes.
You
Now,
can't do that.
I'm not one of those just comply guys. But, brother, they've shot you twice with the taser. It's probably time to just give it up, dog. But he has a sturdy jaw. Now, he had a little blood on him. And he's, but, all right.
That's crazy.
So, what I want to, so I want to just talk to you guys. Just to you, I'm with people if they want to like be against the officers on this. I'm 100% with you. But like, do you kind of see where we're coming from? Sometimes we're just like, they get out of pocket. Like, you really want these, again, it's important things coming on the measure. Do you really want full immunity for guys like this? All I'm saying is there is documented stuff with saying sometimes you need to like beat them up a little bit more. Like, it's encouraged. I'm not saying yay or nay with it, but all I'm saying is be careful, because when it becomes you on the other side of that ass whooping, that's what they've been training for. Like, that's why when I hear people be like, just comply. Like, but that being said, that man was eating them punches. I'm mad if I'm TK. That's not a good representation of my police officers. I get a solid punch with no resistance. That person should be dropped like codeine. Especially if you got cuffs. You hit him with cuffs.
Yeah, that's diabolical. That's crazy.
Now, the real issue in that last one, why are you at the Florida Georgia game with an FSU with the FSU alternative jersey on? That's the man who's trying to save everybody. Like, brother, come on, dog. You could just you could come to Tallahassee. Now the other side of it is now I want that man is in Motel Duval. And like the other two old men, the old man and the son. So I don't know this story. I have some backstory to the other one.
Oh, okay.
So I got inboxed, which is cool. Again, motherfuckers, for why I don't know. Could be I work for the news. But let's show the exclusive Den Media Group clip before the ruckus ensued. God, that man was dropping down. But I did think he put the fist inside the cuff. It was using it like a brass knuckle.
Oh, he definitely
just happened
was.
to be holding it. He was holding the cuffs. It was just
This dude, yeah, he's a problem.
I don't want to, but I've also told people I would like I got pulled over after the Fletcher game a couple weeks ago. I was relieved that it was an Opie. That was an old pilgrim, like looked like
I was like, Opie?
yeah.
Yeah, I was like
Like
Opie.
he looked like Barney Fife. Cause like they may like talk tough, but like they're not really going to like if I'm cool, they're gonna be cool. Right. Boy, it be them black officers, boy, sometimes they got to prove a point.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey man, I don't want no smoke, brother. I know you already battling demons inside your head already about what you got, about this choice you made. I think you should get paid more. Like just, or I also take all the credentials that I have, make sure that you can see that
exactly
that somebody might care about me if you do this.
Exactly. I had a black officer get so mad he started pacing out in front of me. I'm like, my mom's a cop. Here's my high school ID, Catholic Memorial.
I'm like, brother, you may win this battle and get these punches off, but you ain't gonna win the war. I can promise you that. I can promise you that your union not gonna back you on this one, dog. As I tell them all, as I've told my friends who are police officers who are higher, I've told my friends who are in, if any of my children ever get detained, we better have our day in court, or we will blow this motherfucker up. But this is before this is what's scary about the first fight. So nobody else has this, I think.
Exclusive sports.
Exclusive
then.
media group. I
Exclusive.
got sent this. This is not mine. I am not videotaping this. I was in fucking Tallahassee. At this point, I probably was asleep because my mom might have, or I was drunk, one of the two. But let's push play.
How to do it.
Now, the UFC went from now.
And it wasn't even the black one who really started swinging first.
The white cop got active.
Yeah.
The white cop got active. Now, the guys who were involved in this is a father and son. They were in Motel Duval. I believe the problem with fighting on the weekend in Jacksonville is you don't get first appearances till Monday. Like sometimes it's just better to leave, guys. In that crowded environment, you're going to get charged with something. Now, Luke asked now John, if John Phillips wants these guys, and John Phillips probably gonna get you a bag, but you're probably never going to every bank again.
Yeah.
So, got a cool story to talk about. But I want you to understand.
Stop, they get on there right there. Look. Boom.
All right, so we all, maybe y'all not like this. I mean, we all have that friend. That's now. It's actually one coach on our staff that I'm glad he's not there because I know he's that friend. It's probably Monster would be this coach on our staff, but we all have that friend that's just real cool and calm all the time. That you don't want him to get riled up because it could all be bad for everybody. That's that black cop right there from this information we have. He was killed. He's like the respectful hand gesturing. Hey, let's just go. Can we just talk? Hey, let's just go. And then the white cop just comes in. I'm not saying black or white. I just don't have a descriptor. I don't know the cop's name. Would you like, if people are upset, tell me what you would like me to call random white cops. I can say Barney Fife. No, he's not Barney Fife. Doesn't look like it. Don't know any other cop names. We'll call him Patrick. Patrick comes down and decides that I'm tired of all this fucking talking. Boom, boom, boom. And he starts talking with his hands. He's giving them, Patrick says, you're clearly not understanding the words, so you might understand sign language better. So Patrick proceeds to make his face braille so that he can better understand that you need to come up these steps. Now, what I don't understand is when you do that, how do they go up the steps?
I guess let's watch let's watch this. Let's watch
Like this
video.
is the guy we just saw how calm he was. Them boys slept great in Gen Pop. Look at this guy. He's just like, yeah, I'm about to get 1,000 views on Twitter.
So many people have space to do what they need to do.
They earned this, maybe. Is she clapping or is she saying like stop?
wait.
I don't know if she's cheering this on. Oh no, that's
no,
she said she's like, no. Is my man just ducking in the red shirt in front of him? Oh yeah, he just don't want the extra, he don't want the accidental punch. But why did the old man resist a little bit more than what he's showing? Because it looks like he's just taking his ass whooping. Oh, okay. Do you think? Nah, I hope he didn't use the.
Oh no, I wasn't even thinking about that.
Yeah, Patrick came in just like I was ready.
I have black friends.
Patrick came in like an ally. Patrick came in like a black ally.
Look at the 11s though. You saw the 11 lows.
Yeah, I was like,
clean.
Wait a minute.
Ooh.
He's trying to get out of the way.
Yeah.
I I know them 11s got creased. It's some other J's. Did you see them? Or
Who?
is those dunks?
Let me go back.
Oh, no.
Oh,
You
there.
see
they're
them?
the-
You see a quick little
There's the pandas.
panda dunks? Okay. Hey, do you see the old brother right there in the grave? Peep him. But watch, he's gonna come back. Somebody tries to do something. He advises them.
He said no.
He's like, I'm security. I get paid $16 an hour. I am not about to get involved in this shit.
Yo.
They're clearly gonna ban this on YouTube though, for violence, but it's all good. Just shit happens, man. Not my fault. Damn, got to be more careful.
That's well, now we got a little, so we kind of staying in Jacksonville a little bit. Former Jaguar Jalen Ramsey and Keon Coleman.
He did it
so
for the tweets.
he did it for the
You know,
tweets.
don't you talk about my university? Like that shit was funny. Like even though they still won, and by the way, I hate who was it? I hate that fucked up my parlay. The Panthers, sorry ass, fucked up my goddamn parlay, and the Patriots. They could have just won for me.
So yeah, this is Keon Coleman line up against Jalen Ramsey this Sunday. Dolphins versus Bills, and you can see this crazy interception made by Jalen Ramsey.
What's the Miami people that you listen to that I kind of like? My Miles.
The Lebertard show.
Yeah, man, fuck Dan Lebertard. This is what you get in that loss.
Bobbled, intercepted, picked off.
So I just want you guys to say that he's right. Okay, he did this in college too.
Come on.
Like I promise you that the wide receiver coach for the Bills did not teach him how to beat an all pro wide receiver, all pro cornerback off the ball and then bobble some shit.
I put it in slow motion.
Man, this is so disappointing.
So watch. He doesn't. Boom. He gets it here. Ball hits him right on the hands, and he bobbles it.
Oh.
So what I'm saying is that Dugan's fault too? Like, you know, the Dugans that's blame development, right? Like, don't go to Florida State because he's going to teach you how to get to the NFL and then drop a fucking slant that should have been 6.
Golly.
There's no help. The only thing that saved Jalen and then Jalen gets an interception off of that. Now Josh Allen looks worse than what he really was. At a certain point, personal accountability has to come into play. But whatever. It was great. I mean, fuck, man. Come on, Jalen. All right, next thing. Not Jalen. Come on, Keon.
So now, staying in Jacksonville for today, the Jaguars played the Eagles last night. And then there was a highlight reel that was made very famous all over the internet by Saquon Barkley hopping over one of, I can't even say it, one of FSU's former players, Jerry and Jones. Man. So I just want to show y'all this picture first. Just
jumping over the negativity.
Oh yeah, let me show the whole tweet right quick.
Hopping over FSU negativity while he's hopping over a former FSU player.
Crazy. So
Jerry is doing good this year though, or Jarian, excuse me.
Yeah, Jarian.
When you get jumped on like this, your name Jerry. We just pronounce it however we want to pronounce it at this point.
But this is just
man, what is his bird?
Like he's like all the way up.
Yeah.
Like he's clearing them. But like, what makes you? Because we got to show the whole play.
Yeah, I got it right here.
Because there was a lot that went into that, and a lot could have went wrong. That you just can't be turning your ass. To random men, like that's like. What if he would have just fell right on top of the? Like he'd had a Rydell Enema. Like that wouldn't have been comfortable. Been walking funny.
So 3rd and 6, the Eagles are on the 44-yard line, and this is the play that ensued.
So 3rd and 6, easy swing. So
Shoot.
Let me ask you real quick.
I'll
Time out.
pause it.
Let me go back.
Oh,
So that's crazy. That he did it off of a spin move. All right. I know the adage is you're coaching it or allowing it, right? But can we go? Could this have been stopped? Is
Yes.
all I'm asking.
It's
Were
like-
they in position to make a play? So fire the DB coach, right?
It's
Or
looking-
fire the D coordinator because he put this person in a position, and that's Cisco, right? No, not Cisco's 3. Cisco's 5. I believe in number 3 missed the tackle.
let me pull it up right
No,
now.
that's fucking Campbell. He's a Georgia player.
Oh yeah, Tyson Campbell. Yeah, that's Tyson.
So again, he comes from good stock.
Stock.
You know Kirby not letting this shit slide. I'm just saying sometimes people just aren't good on that play. Or they're meeting a mutant that can somehow break tackles, spin, move on people, and then jump backwards. Like, it's weird. But go ahead, push play.
I slow mops that were placed this weekend and some stats and information that we found to be entertaining and just crazy to talk about. So we're gonna share it right now. So the main story that was talked about yesterday was Tua Tagovailoa on the Miami Dolphins and his player props for quarterback yards.
That sucks, by the way. That player deserves to be shot.
So I'll pull it up right here. I have it right here. So the over-under on Tua Tagovailoa's passing yards was set around 249.5 yards on, for most sports books.
Did you see what he had before that last play?
Yeah, I think it says it right here. So
Okay.
he had 255 passing yards when he lined up for the final play, trailing 30-27 at their own 30 with 5 seconds left. Tua completed a short pass to Devon Achane, who lateraled it to Jalen Waddle. Waddle then ran backwards and was tackled at the Miami 6-yard line, a loss of 24 yards. Tua's passing yards went from 255 to 231 on the play, which produced the most negative yards on a completed pass this century. How mad would you have been if you put your you bet on Tua this game and then you saw that last play?
Yeah, I'd have been mad as fuck.
That's when you just try to forget. You don't even look at it.
Oh, you know what we didn't post? The guy going ape shit. We'll do that tomorrow. On Wednesday. The fan going crazy at the FSU game.
Which
You didn't
one?
see the one like yelling at
Oh
the
yeah.
players?
Okay. At the sideline, yeah. So you were talking about the Panthers right earlier, and you
Yeah.
bet on them.
Mhm.
And I know, shout out to your friend Sheena. She tweeted that the Panthers would win this game, and then she did a retweet and she did like a selfie with it, pretty much saying how she was right. But anyways,
Did they roast her in the comments? Because they be at Sheena. Sheena no ball, man.
yeah.
About to cuss her ass out. Hey man, why you ain't tell me I was gonna win, dog? I could have. You fucked up my whole parlay.
You didn't ask me.
But I mean, like, you knew though. Like, you put a whole fucking tweet and then you broadcast it, dog. Like, what made you think that they were gonna win this game? Was it because the Saints suck?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, fair enough. I appreciate the insight on that. Like the analysis. That's the epic analysis. Like, we're bad, but they're worse.
I mean, it's just like the young receivers are starting to gel a little bit. Bryce is getting a little bit more comfortable. Marshawn Lattimore was out. Saints receiver Rashid Shaheed was out. He had a big game against them the first time around. And plus that 37-point win came like in week 1. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Two totally different teams now.
Fair enough.
I was like, yeah, if they lose, they're definitely firing their coach.
Well, I guess it was the battle of who could keep their job. It was Pink Slip Sunday because you saw they fired the Saints fired their guy.
No, that's what I was saying. I knew that if the if the Saints lost that game, I knew they were going to fight.
Oh, not that y'all just got that guy. That's the guy that y'all all drooling about, right?
The Saints had lost 6 straight before yesterday.
Yeah.
I
Damn.
knew he was on his way out. Michael Thomas was crashing out on Twitter. That was funny.
Yeah. Yeah. That's wild. So, are y'all winning any more games so I could just go ahead and get some insight, or do you got to? That's a feel.
The Giants next, so they might.
The Giants are pretty bad though.
They're ass.
But,
2 cheeks of the same ass. You just gonna see
all right, Omer. You in the airport?
Which booty cheek is lower?
That's funny.
We're gonna see.
That girl said 2 cheeks of the same ass.
You know, I keep a whole like my bookmarks. I have them organized. One I have organized into ops receipts, and because like when they were talking about Daniel Jones before the Giants paid him like idiots, I said something about it, and somebody was like, "Oh, but the quarterback situation in Carolina." I'm like, I don't care. I'm not the GM. Like nothing you say about personnel decisions is gonna hurt my feelings and make Daniel Jones any less ass. So if he poops the bed on Sunday, I'm pulling that op receipt out too.
Oh, side note, did Vashti come to New Orleans with you?
She probably gonna come with me. She normally comes later in the week.
Oh no, I'm saying, y'all played in Carolina or y'all played in New Orleans?
We've already played them twice.
No, I'm saying, where did y'all play yesterday?
Here. In Charlotte.
Oh, okay, never mind. All right, well,
played them in New Orleans week 1.
All right, well, if you see Vashti, just tell her, in Indianapolis, wear that orange, and just
Oh my God, I will.
Let me play a game of one-on-one for her heart.
Stepping in the line of fire with you ever again. Nope. You do not take advice.
I mean, well, you're
I
right.
told you to leave that other line. Nope, I'm not gonna do it.
All right, you're not gonna put me on blast. I'll holler at you later. But I was bye. Oh man.
Shout out
to Sheena, correspondent, kind of de facto correspondent for the Carolina Panthers for us. The homie. I'm telling you, if you want a bad bitch, better read the fine print.
That's your closing remark after every phone call.
Every phone call. You want to find bad bitch, better read the fine. You want to find bitch, better read the fine print.
That's hilarious.
That's all I'm saying. She was not about to tell on me. I did not. First off, I didn't know such thing. I got shot at. I was the victim. In that scenario. And I won't say that person. I won't, because that girl, that young lady does suffer with not multiple personalities. What do you call it? She's not schizophrenic. She's one of them bitches.
Split
Bipolar.
personality?
She's bipolar.
Oh.
She's bipolar. And I don't know what made her. I know what I say. I do like a whore. But even if I was available, I don't want everybody else to feel like the person that I like is available. I like subtlety. And everybody would think that chick is available at that point. Her chest be all out there for everybody to see. And she old as hell. But that's cool. Like, them aunties, man. Listen. You ain't got to snitch on me. Ain't nobody I don't have nothing to tell on. I'll tell on myself before I let somebody else tell on me. But nah, Sheena my homie. Like, Sheena knows where the bodies are buried. That's my homie. So she knows. Hell, Sheena's the one who just gotten phone calls because trying to figure out where my whereabouts are at. So
a real one.
Yeah, she a real one. Like, no, I'm saying not in a bad way. Like, they knew like we were on. Like they were concerned.
Yeah.
So but they knew we were together. But yeah, she older than a motherfucker, Paulo kid. Older than Barry, sweeter than juice. And she crazy. So a thing, like one thing consistent. Not all women who have good stuff are crazy. But statistically speaking, all women who are crazy have good stuff. I don't know. Y'all find that out for me. I won't tell y'all who that person is. I don't have the relationship with that person to joke with them like that. But I do know Vashti. I could joke with Vashti about things. I could joke with Sheena about stuff. But like, if I don't know you, I'm not finna. You ain't finna come in my space and try to disrupt my peace. Because you crazy. Well, we got Michael Thomas.
I think he been spending a little bit too much time with Le'Veon and Antonio Brown because he went on Twitter and just started going crazy. This was all surfaced because of the video or the hit that Chris Olave took. I don't know. Did you see that video, James? I'll play it right now. So hospital ball, middle of the field. I don't know what route he was doing. I'm assuming but he just got in the middle of the field, and this is it right here. I'll show you. Then he had to get carted off after, and it was just a bad sight in New Orleans. So here's a video right here.
So he joked about a person getting hurt.
Yeah, he just laying there on the floor after.
Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. I don't know what they be saying in Catholic, but it sounds so much better. And the Padre, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, whatever.
Yeah, and Michael Thomas took to Twitter, Derek Carr for you. I've been told y'all. Shit sad.
No, he was more so talking about Derek Carr be throwing people in the infirmary, like Trevor be.
Yeah, he said, dude's scary and panic and just throw the ball. Get him the F out of here. He's so ass, unquote.
Damn.
Yeah, he's just going off on Derek Carr right now. But yeah, he's been. Is he like hurt? I don't know. What's Michael Thomas doing?
I think he's like not on the team. They didn't want him on the team because they had a problem with Derek Carr or something.
So
like
he's
that.
just on his couch.
Basically.
Dang.
Tough out here in these streets.
Yeah, I don't know. It's scary out here. But get well soon, man.
Yeah.
Hope,
I actually don't like the rules. I think we should go back to anarchy. Like fucking people up. I mean, it worked for me.
Michaels have been going crazy these past couple weekends. So Michael Irvin's son has recently.
We can end with that because this is a continuance, but we can end with this and like, man, yeah.
Michael Irvin's son has recently been causing the internet to go in a frenzy with his takes and his lifestyle and some of the choices he's made in relation to his father and just some of the things that his dad's been saying about him, talking bad on his name. But the first thing I wanted to do is pull up Michael Irvin's son Instagram so y'all can kind of get an insight who he is, what he looks like, etc., etc.
Makes me so angry.
So his rap name is Tut Tarantino.
We played his music here before. He sucks.
So I think this is all because he recently released this song and he wanted it to be like the NFL theme song, Dallas Cowboys promo theme song. And I think that's why he's getting all this internet. He's doing his promo run right now. You can see right
I hate
here.
these couches because it's elite lies about to be told when you go on that couch.
So yeah, he tried to do like a Dallas Cowboys anthem fight as the Dallas Cowboys prepare to take on the 49ers a week ago. So that should give you some insight on why he's speaking like this, why he's doing his promo runs and everything like that. So this is Tut Tarantino, Michael Irvin's son. So now we finna play the video clip that's been surfacing and everyone's been reacting to. So
now this was like a year ago, I think, right?
mm-hmm.
His real name is Elijah Irvin. He raps about some of the hardest stuff in the world. And I say to him, son, you grew up in a 20,000 square foot gated community home.
He said I grew up in a 20,000 square foot, and it's not that big. I ain't gonna lie to you. It ain't 20,000.
Yeah.
He gassed the
15?
fuck out that shit. Not even 15.
Like, his
You know what I'm saying? It don't even matter. But you know what I'm saying? He was exactly.
Where does this stuff come from?
Now this is the crazy part. So this says, this is a tweet by Michael Irvin in 2016.
And he was the baby. Oh, he suffers from identity issues.
I've been so busy that I have not had a chance to share my Christmas. This is what I got my youngest child, Elijah Irvin, aka Tut Tarantino, and it's a Audi Q5, matte black.
Brand new Audi.
Yeah, and then there's another one.
Him being a father.
2013. That don't look like 20,000, but it looked like 19.
That's like the back. Yeah, I'm about to say that's the back half of the house, man. It's probably
Yeah, it looked massive.
probably a nice ass home, man. Like, I don't know why people feel the need to get it from the mud as much as they.
These children of parents who have money, celebrities, athletes, and they're going down this route and trying to.
No, you can make your own name for yourself. Hey, no problem with that. Like, you don't need to say you got it from the mud. You got it from wherever you got it from. But like all that trying to be a goon and all that shit, nah, I'm too far removed from that shit. Like, you a whole generation removed from that hard life. You eat the hardest part of my son's life is he eats ramen, but he don't even eat the ramen. Like, they don't have to eat the ramen packs if they don't want to. We could actually go to a ramen restaurant. Like, no, I thought you weren't supposed to. I thought like it was illegal to eat steak, like without your parents or something like that. But my mom would steak, and it wasn't even a good steak. It was a trash, like what I know now, it's a trash ass, thin ass sirloin from Western Sizzler. We got the buffet. My mom would get the buffet with the steak added to it. And if we were good, she cut me off a little piece of that steak so I could eat it. But I got to eat what the fuck Jim Pop was eating. Like, or when we really got good, and this is when I really thought we had moved on up, because mom moved inside the hood my senior year in high school. But my birthday was always on a Monday when I was in high school. You know why it was on a Monday? Because Applebee's on Mondays gave free steak to you before you on a birthday. So that was the epitome. Like, I didn't even know you could eat turkey and ham year round. I didn't know you can go buy that from the grocery store. I thought you only sold that during Christmas. But there's people out here eating ham tomorrow. Like, I'm sitting here, like, a lot of these things. So if my son, who can eat whatever the fuck they ate Texas Roadhouse yesterday. Just because. That's the worst steak my son eats. It's Texas fucking Roadhouse. If he ever comes and says he's a goon, I'm slapping the shit out of him online. Like, I don't believe in embarrassing people's kids on social media, but sometimes you got to do that. Michael Irvin needs to jack his son up. Actually, Michael Irvin can't, because he can't embarrass him any more than what he's been embarrassing him during Miami's stretch of wins. His dad's over here doing doggy style in California. That was a cow when he was doing doggy style. Like, I'm like, man, come on, dog. Growling and barking at people. He kissed Xavier Restrepo in the mouth last week. Yeah. He was a crackhead. There's stories of him walking butt booty ass naked around other grown men. There's nothing he can do that can embarrass his son more than jacking him up in front of everything. So I say that to say I don't like it. I don't like King, T.I.'s son. Now his son has a little bit more of a reason because he did grow up, like he left for a little bit while T.I. was in jail to go live with his grandmother. But your grandmother house paid. It wasn't like how your dad grew up in the hood. Like, I don't like. Yeah, ain't no grown. Like that's what y'all don't hold on. Let's not judge Mike Irvin like some of y'all favorite rappers doesn't kiss another man in the mouth and call him daddy. You haven't ever seen Lil Wayne and Birdman? That little Birdman is not Lil Wayne's father. And they be just kissing each other in the mouth and shit. I think that, but again, I don't judge people's relationships. There's a lot of booty boys out here. I don't want no smoke. Don't come fight me. But I do know this. Just if you, I drop their ass right off in the fucking hood. Actually, I can't do it because I don't think my youngest might survive. I'm not sure my oldest will survive right now. He has to give me a child first. He gave me James Anthony Coleman IV. Then he can say whatever the fuck he want to say. I'll drop his ass off in the hood. Shit, I went to my neighborhood not too long ago and was fucking petrified. Let me get the fuck out of here. I only come here once a year to hand out fucking book bags and feed motherfuckers. Like that's why we come to the hood in the broad fucking daylight. Like, just But all jokes aside, great people come out of the hood. I love everybody who comes from this story, but there's no reason to lie. There's no reason to lie about where you come from. Be proud of your zip code. Just because you're born in a certain zip code doesn't mean you have to be a bitch. Being a bitch is a choice. Just like listening to the show. Appreciate y'all all for chopping me up with me on Monday. Hopefully this was therapeutic. Yes, your team sucks. Embrace it. Learn to find entertainment in different ways so that when the good comes, you'll be able to tell elite lies again. But don't be a hater. And see you guys on Wednesday.